Yo, Elliot. Yo, so today we got a question from my bro King C. He goes on to say, yo, Elliot, what can I do to strengthen the muscles around my elbow where there's pain? I'm trying to eliminate joint pain, but certain movements cause pain in and around my elbows, like push-ups. Also, what exercises are good for the forearm and wrist? So this is a great question, one that I've dealt with personally, and I'm going to give you a weird answer, something that you're not going to really expect, or maybe you will. But a lot of the elbow pain that people struggle with are a result of muscular imbalances in the hand. As your hand is weak, you kind of have uneven loading through your squeezing muscles and finger extension muscles. And if you just squeeze, right away you start feeling like, whoa, there's something going on in my elbow. Like there's certain muscles in here that are associated with this squeeze. And if you extend, you'll do the same thing. You'll be like, wow, there's certain muscles over here that are associated with the extension of my fingers. So a lot of elbow, see, like a lot of knee problems, right? Knees over toes guy is very popular right now because he's bringing to attention something a lot of people never considered, that knee problems start in the feet. Right? Knee problems start in the feet. You got to get the ankles mobilized. You got to get the feet nice and spread wide. You got to get, your anterior tibialis stronger. So all this stuff for the ankles and foot, what do? They make that knee perform better. But look, this is like the knee of your arm, right? And this is like the feet. These are like the feet of your hands, right? And you can have all kinds of different imbalances. Like, look, I have this kind of pinky that goes out a little bit further, and I noted it puts sort of a different kind of stress on the rest of my fingers. So one of the things I want to do is I want even loading. So a lot of things I do, I have these rubber bands, and I do extensions, so that there's even extension throughout all of my fingers, right? You want to work finger extension in the same way that you can do like the anterior tibialis lifts, right? Just lifting your toes, You can put your hands on the ground, and you can do finger spreads. That's going to train up all the muscles here. Also, just working your grip by doing dead hangs, farmer carries, things of that nature. There's a really good book by John Brookfield called Hand Strength Mastery. Go check it out. I think it's a Kindle book on Amazon. And he gives you, man, he's the guy that invented the battling ropes, because with the battling ropes, it's a lot of grip work. As you develop your hand, wrist, and grip strength, the elbow starts to feel a whole lot better. You'll notice this. I've had many students that have had these problems, and I help them out by getting their hands, wrists, and fingers up to par. So that's the first thing I want you to do. I want you to focus on the hands, the flexibility and the strength, right, of your hand. You really want to have that finger flexibility. That's really important. It's going to help support your elbow. Same thing with the strength. So that's number one. Number two is, so while you're struggling with this pain, there's some ways that you can modify your exercises so that you put sort of load the elbow a little bit differently, right? So as opposed to using a straight bar, one of the things you may notice me doing in some of my videos is I use a neutral grip on my presses. I use a neutral grip because a neutral grip is a bit more natural on the joints. It's more natural than using a straight barbell, right? So do neutral grip push-ups, right? How do you do neutral grip push-ups? Grab 2 dumbbells, put them on the floor, and do it like this. We're gonna do overhead press, do a neutral grip. You're gonna do bench press, neutral grip with an X bar like I use, football bar, or with dumbbells. Boom, 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 right? And so that loads those joints a little bit more naturally and will alleviate some of your pain. I know you mentioned wanting to know what else to do for the wrist and for the grip. It's all one thing. You focus on your wrist and your grip, your elbow's gonna heal itself. Hand Strength Mastery, John Brookfield, very good book. Or you can just go on YouTube and look up grip exercises, right? Grip exercises, hand and wrist and grip exercises. You wanna make sure that you have a balance between the flexion and the extension, right? A lot of time we spend so much time flexing, right? I know also too, my thumb has been fucking bothering me lately because I use the phone and I'm constantly in a goddamn flexed position doing shit. I'm like, man, my thumb, right? Anybody else have that problem? Damn thumb. So I find myself doing this sometimes now or using my other thumb. Well, a real good solution to that would be to do more extension, right? More extension, right? And I could probably use some massage down into this joint. So I hope that helps you, dude. You be all right, man. Done.